Hello, YouTube. It's Birdo Prey 5, and this is another unexpected morning stream. Um, I just titled this Panic Attack because, unfortunately, started off the day with a couple of panic attacks already. I don't know why, but I do know that for some reason doing live streams has greatly helped to reduce my anxiety in the past, and so I'm hoping it will help again this morning. And I know, Zethon. Zethon is first. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And John Achatki. Welcome, Qapla, John. So, as I was just saying, this is a panic attack stream. I might have one live on the air. I don't know. But hopefully I won't. I've had two rough ones this morning. I'm going through my notes because my goal today was to talk about, to be honest, just how bad I thought the Orville Identity Part 2 was. And to be clear, it is still a good show because it's an Orville show, and it's just, even the worst Orville is not terrible. But I am shocked and bewildered even that so many people I talk to or I receive videos from on YouTube think Identity Part 2 was nearly as good as, or in some cases even better than Identity Part 1, and I'm at a loss. I'm at a complete loss, because I would easily rank Identity Part 2 as the worst Orville episode we've had to date. Now, again, I would still much rather watch it than almost any Star Trek Discovery episode. Possibly any. I don't even know. Maybe New Eden or that other one I kind of like. But definitely far better than Star Trek Discovery. And combine Identities Parts 1 and 2, and they certainly average out to a good episode. There's nothing wrong there. My complaints are specific and unique only to Part 2. And I don't know if later I will probably, plan was to go on Anti-Tracker's show and kind of bring up my reasons for disliking it and see from him, try and debate it a little perhaps. I hope we'll still do that. If not, I will certainly try and come back and do my own breakdown. I've been writing notes all morning. Unfortunately, I never got to see Anti-Tracker's show about how much he actually liked it, because I ended up falling asleep. Figured I'd watch it in the morning, and by morning Fox had a copyright block on it, so I couldn't never see his opinions. I heard from people on his Discord and from Anti-Tracker this morning that he rated it around an 8 or an 8.5, and considering he rated Identity Part 1 a 9, it was pretty clear he still enjoyed the episode. I don't know. I think some of the panic is that I'm afraid I might convince people to dislike this episode more. And I don't want to be the person who ruins the Orville for you. And the thing is, this won't ruin the show, the series. It might ruin this episode. And it probably won't, because let's face it, we've all made up our minds on things. Nobody's really going to change their minds that much. But nevertheless, it's probably my great fear, and probably responsible for 3/4 of the anxiety I'm feeling right now. Brian McFarland says, Heidi ho, everybody. John said, did Trump make America great again? Did that trigger you? No, John. I would not be triggered by that. Those barcode boys. Hey, cousin. Hey, Bird. Amazing that live stream to help you cope. If you ever need to talk, please just give me a call. Thanks so much. It was nice seeing you yesterday. Thanks for popping on Twitch last night. You don't have to thank me. I enjoy going. I got smart. I realized that I don't, for some reason, Twitch, even though I'm following you, Twitch, they sent me an email once. They never again sent me an email when you go live on Twitch. But I know that when Barcode Boys goes live on YouTube, I can go to Twitch, and sure enough, you will be live. And yeah, sure enough, that's how I get my Twitch notification, from YouTube. Kind of weird, but it works. John says, why didn't the Kalons go after the Krill first? They seem like more of a threat. You know what? That is not even in the that's not even in my book of complaints, and I'm only halfway through, so I gotta kind of get back to finishing it. By the way, this beautiful background is of Central Arizona, and it was taken by one of my web forum members at juot.net. I don't want to use his screen name. He's kind of a private guy, but he did give me permission to use this background, and I love it. I mean, I just love it. It's not quite desert, it's not quite forest, and it snowed. It looks so beautiful. So I figured this was the day to use a stream, use a background of a place I would feel comfortable. I'd like to be. I'd smell the air and the trees. And yes, for those, I met my cousin and his newborn. She's what, 6 months old, 3 months old now, 3 months old, for the first time yesterday. I loved it. I held a baby, you guys. I held a baby. A little baby. My pinky was longer than her hand. And apparently she has long hands for a baby, I'm told. So, yeah, that was fun. Zethon says, I have not seen the Orville since the episode where they go to Security Woman's homeworld and she ends up leaving. So you're about 4 episodes behind. It is absolutely worth it. Absolutely. There's another excellent episode right after that. That was Home. The next episode is absolutely excellent. And then there's, I believe, 1 or 2 okay episodes. And then Identity Part 1, amazing. Amazing episode. And it was kind of like build up that, to me, I knew it would never. Part 2. Part 2 would never live up to Part 1. At least in my opinion, and I'm unfortunately kind of lived up to that for me, but it's still a good episode. It's not a terrible episode. It's just I don't see why it's getting the like fanatical praise that it is. So I'm being told that I'm echoing a bit. Is anyone else hearing me echo? Or has the echo been reduced now that I moved the microphone closer to my mouth. Why does a crap show get a season 3? Asked Josh. I assume meaning Star Trek Discovery. The politics of Star Trek Discovery are completely different than the Orville. Star Trek Discovery is carrying CBS All Access. It would be a tremendous embarrassment for CBS to cancel Discovery. So much of an embarrassment that they would lose money just to keep up the facade that the show is doing well. Whereas at Fox, the Orville was basically charity. Okay, Seth MacFarlane had made Fox tons of money with his shows, and he wanted to do a passion project, and they owed it to him, frankly. And they gave him a season, and it turned out amazing. They gave him a second season. More than likely, I think they'll give him a third as long as the numbers make sense. They think they'll keep doing it. But for Fox, it's just all about the money. When the numbers dry up, the ads dry up, then they're going to cancel it. But if they cancel the Orville, it's not a blow to Fox. Fox has tons of other shows, and it's not carrying their digital network. Nobody, it's just another show. It's good and it's bad in that respect. So Zethon says, I never get email when Bird of Prey goes live. The only way I know he's live is because of the secret camera I've hidden in his house. Now, Zethon, if you really hid a secret camera, I think you'd have stopped watching it long ago. You do not want to see the type of stuff that secret camera would pick up. My cousin says you can turn notifications on Twitch too. I can show you offline if you want to know how. I mean, we can go over it, but I was 99% sure they were turned on. I was getting them from you and some other Twitchers for a while, and then all of a sudden they stopped. Josh Street says, Bird, I get Twitch live notifications on my phone due to being logged in. Well, I'm not going to stay logged into Twitch on my phone. That would just waste a bunch of battery. Josh, that was Josh, not John. Excuse me. John says, when reviewing Seth MacFarlane stuff, you have to say Rune and Whip like Stewie on Family Guy. Rune. Whip. Ruin. Ha whip. You whip. Yes, there's no H in front of whip, right? I really thought earlier, I think it was season 1, when we first met Ty, and he was trying to wake up his mother, Dr. Finn, and he was going, Mom, Mommy. Clearly that was a throwback to, I'll get it. Breast cancer is calling me. Hello? And it's not even a breast cancer donation. It's a just stupid robocall. Anyway, I thought they were going to totally do a knockoff of Family Guy, and Ty was going to say, like, Mommy 50 times. I thought it would have been hilarious, too, if he did, personally. I thought they missed that. But even the fact that they did it a few times, if you are a Family Guy fan, a Seth MacFarlane fan, you had to be thinking that. You don't need to be logged in, just have the app on the phone. I have an app on my phone. JP, what are we panicking about? You know, it's a good question, JP. I'm not 100% sure. My guess is that I'm panicking about feeling bad that I am tearing the Orville a new hole in the notes that I've been writing to get ready for Anti-Trekker today, assuming we even go on. But whether I do it on Anti-Trekker stream or I do a review of my own of Identity Part 2, man, I know a lot of you people are not going to be happy. And I feel bad. I don't know how I'm the only YouTuber in the world, apparently, that didn't think Identity Part 2 was great. I mean, if there's a secret plan to just pretend all the Orville episodes are great so it gets a season 3, no one informed me. But I really doubt that's true, because even Doomcock did not like, and came forward at the time, and he didn't like the first couple episodes of season 2 to the point that he even held off doing a review. Of course, now we all feel that we kind of understand why the first few episodes were a little underwhelming, and that a lot of these episodes so far have been character-based episodes because we needed that backstory for this two-parter. And yes, it makes sense, but at the time, we're scratching our heads like, why are they doing this? This isn't what we want. Of course, they put everything of what we did want into at least Identity Part 1 and some into Identity Part 2. Commander Ironwolf says, hey guys, welcome Commander Ironwolf. And my cousin says the echoing seems reduced now, he thinks. Thank you. Josh Street says, is STD worth being buried next to E.T., the Atari game? No. E.T. Atari game is now widely sought after. STD should just be burned with no hope of recovery. It needs to be burned in fire. The E.T. games, people are actually recovering from landfills and finding decent copies. So it needs a lot worse than what happened to the Atari game. Zethon said Joe said nerdification instead of notifications. If I did, then that's an excellent word I just made up. Nerdifications. I'll take full credit for it. I don't remember saying it, but I'll take it. Joe just said. John says, collect call from breast cancer. Do you accept the charges? Peter Quinn says, hey, Joe, bird of prey. Hey, Quinn, welcome. Welcome. He says, AT seemed to love it. Yes, he did. I don't know what's up with. A lot of people seem to love it. I don't know. Anti-Ryan Johnson. Welcome, Anti-Ryan Johnson. Oh, man, we've got a crowd this morning. Welcome. Peter Quinn says, harsh words about disco, but fair. Yes. Yes. Josh Street says, Bird, part 2 wasn't as great, but it really wasn't really bad. I will grant you it wasn't really bad, but to me, it was very disappointing. You know, like the parent that doesn't hit you and you kind of just wish you get hit, but instead they say, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed in you. And I am not mad at the Orville, I am disappointed in the writers and part 2 in general. And I've got a lot to say about it. Give me a second. It doesn't help, and this had nothing to do with the Orville, that last night I was recording a video. I wanted to get it out last night, and I was 30 minutes into the recording, and it was going so well, and that's when I noticed the microphone was off. Wasted 30 minutes of prime stuff for an upcoming video, and completely gone. I made the mistake. I was in so much of a rush to get started recording, so I wasn't going to stay up late last night, and damn, lost it. I tried to record it again. I got 5 good minutes and then another 30 that I said forget it. I deleted it. I'll re-record it later this afternoon and hopefully get it out today. I don't know. It's not a Star Trek or a sci-fi video. Most of you guys probably don't care about it, but for those who are checking my channel, my video on Dissenter, the browser extension that lets you comment on any web page, it's, I'm going to say it's taken off, but it is by far my best performing video to date. It had over 1,200, 1,300 views last I checked. Over 1,200 views last I checked. I'd imagine we're at 1,300 by now, maybe more. And 60, something like 65 likes and a couple of dislikes, but a ton of comments. Maybe it's 58 likes and 65 comments, but more than 50 comments, more than 50 likes. Definitely my best video to date. And so I was doing a follow-up on that one because let's face it, that's where some of the views are. That's where the traffic is. So I wanted to get that out today. Hopefully I still will. That could be part of the anxiety too. I'm not sure. Zethan says, I hope Joe doesn't get cancer in his beautiful breasts. Thank you. Hector says, go into barbecue, just passing. Hector, thank you for stopping by. DJ Odyssey says, hail everyone. Hail DJ. Peter, wow, we're up to 13. We're up to 13. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, Joe did an oopsie. Yeah, big oopsie. And turning off the mic. I haven't done that since one of my first live streams. Hector says, maybe your mother can recap of what you said. No, I mean, I can recap what I said. DJ Ozzy says, no whipping it out on YouTube. There's a family-friendly platform. That was never going to happen. Hector says, Bird of Prey is trending. Well, I wouldn't call it trending, but it's not bad. Peter Gwynn says, and you're still on 220 subs. Well, still, yesterday I started the day with 213. So yeah, we got a decent, getting some decent subs this last few days. Between Anti-Tracker, Doomcock shout out, and this latest video, yeah, getting a little traffic. The founder of Gab, which is a social network like Twitter, actually retweeted a link to my YouTube video. Now, granted, they have a fraction of the percentage of traffic as Twitter, but still, it was nice to see. DJ Odyssey says, sure, rub it in. Took me 8 years to get over 1,200 views, and you did it in less than a week. I'm sorry, DJ. I mean, to be fair, my channel's over 10 years old. So, actually, I did have a video that probably had over 1,200 views, but it took 4 years to get that far. And it was just the stupid, the Ford Mustang gets caught in the snow, gets stuck in the snow video. That did a lot of views, but it didn't bring in any subscribers to the channel. And since I had no real channel at the time, I'm not surprised. Peter F. found a VGA splitter today, so be prepared for gaming madness. I'm ready for it, Peter. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to you, but I'm gonna make sure I am right now. Yes, I am subscribed, and the bell is rung. The bell is rung, so we are ready for your gaming madness. Hector says giving people a place to vent their opinions is always popular. I agree. And John says check your PayPal. I do have a song I still have yet to sing. Is this another one? Or let's see. What happened? Oh, I closed my email client because when I was recording the video that the microphone was off for anyway, my emails were coming on the screen, and I didn't want people to see like who I was getting emails from. So yes, I've actually, wow, I've got quite a few emails. Let us see. Okay, we're having some forum issues. A payment for my forum. I gotta move this to PayPal receipts. Okay, I'm gonna have to change someone's email in my forum because a lot of emails are bouncing. We got a new subscriber on my forum. That's nice. A paid subscriber. So that's cool. I'll put that to subscriptions. And here is a PayPal email. And it is from John. And it is new song request. I'm curious. Is that whole thing the title? He did send me a YouTube link, so let's check it. Although I'm gonna be honest, John, I don't think I can sing it today, but I will maybe later today. I don't think I can sing it now. Come on. Okay, so that is the name of the song. Let me mute that. Okay, well, I've never heard this song before, but it's certainly doable. Thank you very much, John. Josh Street says, lol, if Bird makes his oops moments into a video, it would be a gold mine. That's not a bad idea then. Well, the problem is I wasn't recording myself. I wasn't on camera. My face wasn't on camera. I was just recording audio over what I was doing on a web browser, so there was really nothing interesting. There was no facial reaction captured or anything when I realized I'd made a mistake. And because the microphone was off, you didn't even get the cursing I did. So unfortunately, there's just nothing there to capture. Hector says, when later you debate anti-tracker and win, you will get even more popular. Well, we'll see. DJ says, so is mine. Oh, 10 years old? That's okay, DJ. You haven't been pushing it as hard, as long. I think you've got a decent shot. Peter says, my channel's about 10 years old too. Yeah, but you see, we have 10-year-old channels, unless you guys have been and I just haven't noticed. I've only been trying to push the channel for maybe 6 or 8 months, and I've only been serious about it for half that time. Hector says, why men dressed in pink bunny outfit aren't wildly popular baffles my mind. I know, Hector, I know. DJ says, again, rub it in. It took me 8 years from World of Warcraft vid to get 1,200. I only had 3 subs at the time. Well, that's amazing for just 3 subs. Long before I did the pink bunny thing, Hector. The pink bunny thing got me 254 subs, says DJ. Peter says, everyone subscribe. I have Championship Manager, Sims 3, and various Star Trek games. Peter, do you have Klingon Academy? That is the one Star Trek game I am trying desperately to find. But I cannot. John says, no rush. Get to them when you can. Thanks so much, John. Marlena says, Qapla, good morning, Marlena. Welcome to the stream. Hector says, a Peter Joe deathmatch would be nice. For you, not for me. DJ says, hail, Marlena. And everybody's saying hi to each other. Hector says, as escaped the pen? I don't know. DJ says, okay, I got a complaint. I came here to watch a panic attack. So, Joe, where is it? Okay, if I start writing my notes again, maybe it'll come. Can we panic yet? You can if you want, Marlena. Hector says, a panic attack in the snow. Easy to chill out, indeed. DJ says, go ahead, I have my towel and peanuts. Hector says, still rubbing it in the salt. Hey, DJ. DJ says, yeah, I'm feeling sad now. Aw. And now he's over it. DJ says, I got an idea for a live stream. I'm going to try and be an SJW through the whole thing. There you go, DJ. That certainly will get views. Zethon says, I haven't seen the Orville in about 4 episodes, but I agree with everything Joe has said about it. Wow, that is amazing, since we never agree on TV shows or movies. I mean, almost never. I think we all agree Die Hard was a great movie. And it was a Christmas movie. DJ says, what sanity? Marlena said, not good for your sanity, DJ. What sanity? I've been here my whole life, says DJ. Peter says, the water's been off in the center of town today. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I'm at the point. Yeah, I'm bringing up my notes, and I'm bringing up the video. So I'm gonna play a couple minutes, and I mean, you won't be able to hear it, but I will, and I'll just talk about my notes. So where am I? Okay, you see, now this is what this is. I'm putting a double exclamation point and a number in front of the comment. That means that it is a absurd absurd 1 in a million chance that it just happened to work. And, I could get away, I could see with a show that takes, they have 1 in a million chance, possibly 2 1 in a million chances happen to work out in an episode. Fine. I'm at number 5 for this episode, and I'm not even halfway through it. That is one of my biggest problems. Sneak peek, but yes, one of my biggest problems. Just give me a second. Stop calling me, people. I don't want to speak to anybody, especially fake people. They're just calling to tell me about credit card offers. I'm feeling better now that I'm doing this online. Actually, this counts as 2 1 in a million shots, but I'm only going to count it as 1 because there's so many others. Actually, 3, to be honest. Maybe 4. I know, this must be really exciting for you. This number 5 arguably should be 5, 6, and 7. Such one of my biggest issues with this episode. I'll be back at the comments in 1 second. Okay. Joe caught up. Oh no, I'm behind now. What is sanity? Water's been off in town. Zethan says, what kind of communist ISIS terrorist says Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie? I don't know why I'm saying Die Hard. It's Die Hard. I know that. Joe caught up. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And Han shot Han. Oh man, and Han shot first. Peter says no ideas how it happened. Marlena Monroe says yes, more comments. Anti-Tracker says, hey, sorry I'm late. Mrs. Anti-Tracker's doctor is running behind. As soon as I get home, I will start the stream. I am sorry to hear that Mrs. Anti-Tracker is at the doctor and that's running behind, but man, you couldn't have picked a better day to be late. Speaking of which, I'll be I don't need to shut off the camera, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm talking, but I'm not able to see the comments yet. I just have to do this, or else it's going to be a long afternoon. Uh, uh, let's see. Let me put that and. And that, and I will be there in 1 second. Placed. Don't fail me now, computer. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And I'm back. I am so sorry about that. And why is the video playing again? Okay. How many comments did you guys write? So yes, Anti-Tracker, sorry you're late, but man, that will work out for me. Zethon says, hand did shoot first. Hashtag justice for Greedo. Marlena says, hi, Anti-Tracker. DJ says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. AT. Hector says, running behind your car, brake, poor guy. Pay the poor doctor. Anti-Tracker. DJ Odyssey says, Greedo did get justice. Han just got his just desserts. Lightsaber to the gut. Anti-Tracker says, this appointment is so stupid. We come in, give our copay, and then they say all is fine. Zethon asks Anti-Tracker, why is that stupid? I guess he'd prefer something wasn't good. I don't know. I assume that, you're saying that there was nobody actually checked Mrs. Anti-Tracker out. She literally just came into the room and they said everything was fine. Now that you've paid us your money, you can leave. DJ Odyssey says, well, hopefully I will catch a minute or two of your show, Anti-Tracker. Mondays suck for me. Have radio to do this afternoon. Anti-Tracker says it was a waste of time. Zethon says, Anti-Tracker, are you talking about a doctor's appointment? Was a waste of time for the doctor to tell you anything is fine. Zethon says, Joe is not a die-hard fan. He's a die-hard fan. Peter says, what's this about Die Hard? What about Die Hard with Thanos? Hashtag sneaky Thanos. And hey, Anti-Tracker. Anti-Tracker says her appointment was at 9:15 a.m. It is now 10:30. The office opens at 9. How the F do you fall an hour and 15 minutes behind in the first 1.5 hours of the day? Well, Anti-Tracker, perhaps the doctor takes after the Bird of Prey 5 commenting schedule. It is surprisingly easy to fall an hour behind, even if you've only been on 15 minutes. And DJ says overbooking, or the doctor just didn't want to get up early. All possibilities and probably all true. Hector says, hey doctor, I don't think I've got time for this. I have like 60 people waiting for me at home. Huh, very, very true. Zethan says, thanks Obamacare. Yep. And Anti-Tracker says, yep. Hector says, tell me about it. They cite you at 9 and then arrive by 11. Zethan says, the Anti-Tracker, take back me to the good old days of when I never had to wait in a doctor's office. I think there's some light trolling going on here. DJ Odyssey says, keep talking, Joe. I'm just putting my show together as you talk. Okay. Emergencies at Anti-Tracker. John says, maybe they just think Anti is faking it or otherwise a low priority. Well, he said it was Mrs. Anti-Tracker's doctor's appointment, I think. No, Anti-Tracker's not trolling you, Zethan. I think it's the other way around. Now I gotta watch another minute or two of this show. I can't believe I'm so far behind. Ty is crawling through the Jeffries tube. I've got a book here. There is some grade A stuff here. Bortis gives up. And now Yaphet and Ty are going through the duct. This is absolutely ridiculous. And the mail's here. Oh my God. And I'm feeling the anxiety as I type this. Oh man, I don't understand why. I kinda do. Uh, and another one, a number 6. Oh, it's bad. I'm getting it. Yep. This is it. This is a panic attack. I, I don't know why. Fuck. Watching that episode, it's taking it out of me. I shouldn't. I might have to stop watching. Oh my god. I'm feeling like a super tightness in my legs. I want to just shake. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I hate it. Breathe, Joe. Breathe. Read some comments. That should help. I'm checking my heart rate, my oxygen. Both are good. Both are real good. Zethan's upset that I said he was trolling Anti-Tracker. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, damn it, work always interrupts me trying to pay attention to the chat. John says, wouldn't it be hilarious if under universal health care, Planned Parenthood had a 9-month wait to see someone? That would be funny. Sad for some people, but funny. Peter Quinn says, hope Mrs. is better soon, Anti-Tracker, unless it was scheduled. Peter says, I don't have a dog, but the neighbor does. Okay. Hector says, anxiety leads to fear, leads to panic. Maybe we will see the promised panic after all. You seem to have been getting your wish. I don't know. I know you can't see my legs. Not that they move much anyway, but man, they feel like a ton of bricks right now. And is like nerve impulses shooting up and down the leg. Watch out, Joe has been triggered. No. Damn it. Come on, brain. Get me back. Get me back. Bring stable. Bring balance back to the force. Come on. There's no reason. There's no reason to panic. Fuck. Okay. Think about something positive. Think about Porthos on Star Trek Enterprise. Think about how great Star Trek Discovery was. And excellent advice from someone via Instant message. Don't panic. Uh, um, I mean, my mom is here. She's off camera, but she is here. So don't worry about me like that. God forbid something. She is here. Oh. Anti-Trigger says, I can't hear what triggered Joe. Nothing particularly. Although it wasn't last night's episode of the Orville. It was a few nights ago. And I guess it was. And John says, he says, hey, have Sassy bring you the mail to read instead. Zethon says, hashtag Joe Watch 2019. Joe Watch hasn't ended, Zethon. Peter Quinn says, Porthos. And John says, think about Dax. There we go. And N to Paul. And 7. John, neither T'Pol nor 7 of 9 really do it for me. I just to be bluntly honest, I would put Dax way ahead of either of them. Either Dax way ahead of either of them. John says, and maybe that Troll and Crusher yogurt. Oh, the Troy and Crusher yogurt scene. Yes, seared into the brain. What the hell were they thinking? I mean, obviously, we know what they were thinking, but wow, that was some. No, I'm not triggered because I want more Star Trek Discovery. But only Michael Burnham can fix me. Michael Burnham needs to take me to Talos 4 and have the Talosians show her what's in my brain so only she can figure it out. Maybe she's the one who taught Cybok how to find the pain that lives in everyone. Maybe Cybok. Maybe if I had Cybok could help too. Oh. Okay, let's try and sit back up a little, although the legs are not doing great. I'm gonna shut off the hospital bed. That sometimes helps me feel a bit better. Of course, I have to remember to put it on before I move. And Zethon says that means Joe's mom heard the comment. I hope Joe doesn't get cancer in his beautiful breasts. Yes, she heard the comment, Zethon. DJ says Joe is triggered because he wants more Star Trek Discovery. John says, think about Mira Kira. Yes, Mira Kira. Much better than 7 or T'Pol, in my opinion. Not as good as Dax, but better than the others. Hector says that would be a certain nerve, a calm nerve. That wouldn't calm a certain nerve. Yeah, that's also true. DJ, as I'm triggered, he skipped me. I got back to it. DJ says, never mind, he's still behind. Or behind still. Okay, it's coming again. Hector says, I'm triggered that someone is triggered. Oh boy, we're all being triggered. Peter says, Mers. Telosians aren't very good with physical therapy. Indeed, they're not. Sivak Gene. What? Hashtag Sivak Gigno Wing. I have no idea. DJ says Esri Dax is greater than any other. Change my mind. On Deep Space Nine or in all of Star Trek? John says, I don't think about Foley thinking about Tilly. Don't think about Foley thinking about Tilly. I wasn't, DJ, or John, until you said that. I loved Esri in the Cube horror movie. I don't know what that is. John says she did a good job with that role. Peter says, I was about the same age as Esri. Just Deep Space Nine, says DJ Odyssey. Okay, let me think. Shit. How do I turn this bed back on? There we go. I got it. Just Deep Space Nine. Well, we got Kira. We got Jadzia Dax, who probably offhand I would say was the most attractive of the women, but let me think. There could have been a guest star or something. Lita. I mean, granted, personality-wise, we're just talking physical looks. The Davo girl, and Ram's wife. She was. I'm sorry. There's no comparison to Esri. Don't get me wrong. If you add in personality, yes, sure. Both Daxes easily beat her. But just physical looks, Lita is it's not even close. Not even close. Ebony Mom. Oh, Mrs. Anti-Tracker. Welcome to the stream. I am so sorry for messing up Anti-Tracker's time for his live stream today. Gotta give the U.S. health system 1 hour and 40 minutes just to hear everything's the same and you're doing great. See you in a year. I'm glad everything is great for you, Mrs. Anti-Tracker. We are so happy. You don't know how much fans we all are of you. So we are glad you're doing well. And yeah, I know about those long waits to go to a doctor to get, if you're lucky, if you spend 5 minutes with the doctor himself. I'm kind of hurts to hear that happens in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I thought maybe that was something limited to New York City and other big city places. It is not fun to waste time at the doctor's office. But glad he had a good report, or she. Glad he or she or they had a good report. Very glad. Peter says The Coos was a great film. I don't know what it was. John says there was a horror movie named The Cube. She was the lead. I recommend watching it. I think it's free on Prime. Well, John, I don't watch horror movies, so. Jadzia yuck, says DJ Odyssey, but he does say, okay, Lita. Yes. Terry Farrell is gorgeous. So is Lita, says John. DJ Odyssey says, hail Ebony Mom. Yes, hey Ebony Mom. And now Sassy is saying hi. There's nobody outside, Sassy. There's nobody outside, baby. John says, Ebony Mom, we don't want anti, we want you. And TJ Odyssey is asking, when is the next book review? And John says, Ebony Mom 2020. Yes. Yes. Ebony Mom 2020. Let me expand this out. I don't know. Okay, thank you guys. It is definitely helping. The anxiety is starting to pass a bit. Definitely. DJ says now Anti will show up and call us jerks. Sassy girl. He probably will. He probably will. I'm sorry about the barking. It happens. Mom went outside. She's gonna bark. Sassy, please, baby. Please, you know Grandma is just... She's not going far. Puppies. She's not a puppy. She's going to be 3 years old on May 1st. May 1st. We're 2 months away, Sassy. 2 months away from your 3rd birthday. John says, Bird, when you're debating Anti, if you get nervous, picture your opponent naked. No, thank you. DJ says, see, Sassy agrees. Ebony Mom says, thanks, guys. I'll be on the show again soon. Yay, says DJ. And he speaks for all of us. John says, call Lore for pictures if you really want to see pictures of him naked. Oh, God, no. Why, John? Peter says, my cat says apology accepted about Casey at DJ. At Bird of Prey 5. My cat says apologies accepted. I'm sorry, Peter. What did I apologize for? One of my old friends from college, Facebook friend requested me this morning. We haven't spoken probably since his wedding in 2001. And we were bringing up a whole bunch of old times in college and laughing, and we all remembered them all right away. But then he brought up something that I completely have zero memory of. And I don't know where he got it, but he thinks that at one point he remembers me like kind of making fun of a teacher, but all in good fun, that I was standing on my toes and raising my hands and speaking in a voice to mimic the teacher. Now, I was never good with voices, and to be honest, standing on my toes does not sound like something I would have done. I mean, I could do it. I knew I could stand on my toes. I gotta say, a lot of people were surprised to see a 6'4", 350+ pound person stand on their toes, but man, I could do it. Not on the tippy toes, but on the toes. I had the power, in the muscle power, to lift my body enough to stand on my toes. That's how strong my leg muscles used to be, and now they are completely gone. How sad is that? But anyway, yes, I could stand on my toes, but I never ever remember standing on my toes to make fun of a teacher, a professor. I made fun of professors, just not in that way. So I don't know if he's misremembering or I completely mentally blocked it out. John says at DJ Odyssey he's not coming back. Yeah, anti-tracker, probably not if he's driving. Ryan Johnson says nobody wants to see that. Amen. Peter Quinn says, shall I sing again at Ebony Mom? Zethon says, if you want to see Joe naked, you can subscribe to my secret Joe stream cam. It's on 24/7. Oh boy. Peter, about the dog barking. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Peter and Casey. Yes, don't worry. Sassy's not coming through the computer. DJ says, did you boink the bride at the wedding? No, DJ, I did not. I wouldn't have. Too much respect for the guy. He was a great guy. He still is. He was a Navy veteran. He had did his time in the Navy before starting college, so he was quite a few years older than me. But we got along really well. Some really interesting stories of those days. No, I actually had a date to the wedding. No, I didn't any bridesmaids either. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming on and helping me with this panic attack. I need to sign off. I need to get some things ready. I honestly don't think I'm going to be going any further through the Orville episode, but I have so much already written down. There's going to be plenty if we still get time to do it with Anti-Tracker. There's already enough content, plus what I remember, so don't worry about it. And thank you again. This was a last-minute stream. I wasn't planning on it. And yes, he's okay. The friend is okay. He wanted to touch base for old time's sake, being we haven't spoken so long. So he's good. We're going to talk again tonight. So looks like he's married. I mean, I knew he was married. I was at the wedding. But I see he's got a couple of kids now, one in high school. So he seems to be doing well. Thank you, Brian. So yeah, I will see you guys on Anti-Tracker's stream, which hopefully will not be all that long from now. But whenever it starts, we'll be there. Qapla. And thank you all for coming by.